Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I broke.
Goddamn hand.
Yeah, fuck off.
What kind of negative terminal bullshit is that? Oh my god!
Customer states, I have a noise from my engine bay while my car is parked. Find it, Steve. Oh, hell no. Whoa, there he goes. Where'd he go? Well, finally captured the squirrel and got it outside. And jumped on one person. But customer's happy now. Definitely gonna need a hydraulic sandwich after that.
Where the leak's coming from real quick.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know where it's leaking from.
Really?
No.
You know the big patch of fucking steel everywhere?
It's just, I have no idea where it could possibly be leaking.
Yeah. And look,
Good. 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 We're working on this 2020 R8, and does anybody know why there's a speaker in here? Yeah. Let us know.
Complains of popping noise. Gee, I wonder why.
Let me explain this now. If your tie rod, when you're replacing it or when a mechanic places it, and you're feeling a click while you're driving or turning at any point and you know your CV joints are good, here's your problem. That shouldn't move. Here's a better way. It's a joystick. I can play Galaga now.
Have you guys ever seen anything like this? Look, you can still see the spark plug there, but not in that one. And look what it did to the coil. It just shot out.
And is here for a coolant pressure test, and the oil on the dipstick looked chocolatey, and so we are going to see what lies inside the pan. We're thinking head gasket, but we're about to find out for real. Here we go. Ooh, that doesn't look very good. Ooh. That is chocolate milk. What the hell? Yeah, that's not good, man. That's really not good. Okay. Ugh. Shit's just fucking thick. Ew. Yeah, no, that's, you're gonna need some new head gaskets, my guy.
Proof that an engineer would jump backwards over a pile of horny virgins just to fuck a technician.
That ain't right, Chief.
Not be a smart man, but I know something's fucked up when I see it.
Hola mis mecanipanas, aquí les traigo este Chevrolet Aveo que nos trajeron con un problemita en la lubricación. Fíjense, tenía un fuerte bote de aceite por el tapaválvulas y al sacar el tapaválvulas nos conseguimos con este residuo que tiene aquí. Esto es algo muy común de ver en los motores que no se le hace el mantenimiento o el debido mantenimiento de cambio de aceite y filtro de aceite a tiempo. Cuando pasamos mucho
Alright, so one of the most common questions we get about our hand cleaner is, does it work on used diesel motor oil? And well, one of our favorite customers, Inland Fleet Solutions, told me they had a couple trucks that needed some servicing. So I was able to come over and pull the drain plug myself on this puppy. And well, clearly I did a horrible job and I got oil all over me. Now I'm going to try to get it all off in one wash using our Grip Clean Ultra Heavy Duty Hand Cleaner. This stuff is awesome. It won't dry and crack out your skin no matter how many times you use it. So if you're a diesel mechanic, I highly recommend you check this stuff out and switch over.
Fucking piece of shit.
Check engine light, then car lost power. Okay, focus. All right. That don't sound good. Nope. Damn it. One of these. All right, so these lovely 1.0s, as you heard, they have an issue with the oil pump. It's belt driven, soaked in oil. The oil pump belt ends up breaking. So when the belt goes, obviously no oil gets put up top and no oil gets fed through the turbo. So we've already taken this off earlier and verified that the turbo is seized. It's going to get a new turbo. We're going to condemn the whole motor. All still covered under its powertrain warranty. So yeah, this one's it's a goner.
Nice.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day.
No phase, mama. You raised a hard-working son of a bitch with a drinking problem and a broken heart. But I'll be alright.
Okay, y'all, I got one of these that is the customer is always right situation. Got a 91 Suburban that was towed in, needs a fuel pump. I told the customer he needed a fuel pump and gave him an estimate. He thought that the labor was too high. And I explained that the labor was high because you have to drop the fuel tank to get access to the fuel pump. He said, no, you don't. There's a hole in the floor. I said, no, not on a Suburban. There's no hole in the floor on the Suburban to change a fuel pump. You got to drop the fuel tank. He said, no, I've changed that fuel pump myself before, and I know there's a hole in the floor to gain access to it. And I thought, you know, I've been doing this a lot of years, and I've changed a lot of fuel pumps on Suburbans, and I've never seen a hole in the floor. So he wanted to argue with me. I said, I just came back to take a look. Let me show you the hole in the floor to change a Suburban's fuel pump. They don't come with a hole in the floor. He made a hole in the floor. So he's right. I was wrong. There's a hole in the floor.
Mechanics, auto techs, auto body folks, I want to hear when you screwed up. Mine was when I was working at Mitsubishi. This was my first job out of auto tech school. I had this Eclipse in and it had a bit of an oil leak. Recommended a valve cover gasket, very common on those, and a tune-up while I was in there. So, gets sold, I go to tear it down. I pull out the spark plugs, I pull off the valve cover. Take note of that order. Throw the valve cover into the parts washer and just keep on going. Clean it up, it's gonna look real good for the customer. Go to put it back together and I can't find one of the bolts for the valve cover. Look, just can't find it. Find a replacement bolt, put it all back together, fire it up, and I found the bolt. Sure enough, it was in a cylinder. Ended up having to pull the head off, get a new head gasket, get the head machined while it's off, replace valves. Very, very luckily, I had to do it all, of course, free labor, but the dealership did cover the parts and all that for me. Because it was my first mistake and they had a policy about that. Mistakes happen, and you can be sure that I never pulled spark plugs before a valve cover again.
Well guys, it's very important to change your oil with what's recommended. Let's see if we get a light on this. This is a 2019 that's sludged. And it ended up dropping a lifter because of it. Let's see if we can show y'all. See? That lifter's completely fucked.
You know, just down here working on my car, everything's going good, and then I look over and see this. One screw, not a big deal, right? And then I look over and I see this. You can't make this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Start with the front tire. I think it only has 1 screw in it. I'm gonna see if I can patch it. A small puncture here, a screw here, another small puncture here. See how long this thing is? Oh, it's a tiny one. Well, it's holding air, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I got all the screws out. Leave a comment if you would drive on this, because it's still holding air.
Holy fuck. Just up here.
That was a very dramatic reaction.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking goodness. What the f...
This is dangerous. You actually want your fuses within 12 inches of the battery, because having it this far out, all it's going to do is if you have a short on the wire up here, you have a short right here, fucking fuse ain't going to catch it. It's just going to melt the fucking wire, burn the fucking truck down.
For some of y'all that aren't familiar with a garage, come on, I'm going to show you around. This thing right here, you ever seen those designer clothes with the holes in them on purpose? Yeah, that's how we make them, is with this fucker right here. This right here is the Sweat Be Gone 5000. You want to get rid of some sweat, stick this thing up your ass on a hot day doing a brake job? Trust me, you'll thank me later. This right here is my big old jumbo bottle of Never Seize. Never had anything seize up on me with that stuff. Best way I can explain this one, have you ever played that game Portal 2? Yeah, kind of the same thing. Everybody drains stuff into the top of it, but nobody ever empties the fucking thing out, and it never overflows, so beats me. This boy right here is for leaving little prickly surprises in your pants for later when you sit down. That right there is the shop scooter. Just hop on that bitch, go get whatever you need. And this unit right here is the surgical skin remover. If you got any questions, leave a comment, let me know.
So a school bus driver brought me her Ford school bus. She claimed that her parking brake wasn't holding, so I went ahead and verified. So I proceeded to lift up the Ford school bus up in the air. I went onto the driver's side and I was like, oh sweet, I can adjust these. So I went ahead and popped the little cover off and proceeded to adjust the star wheel. So I'm like, sweet, that was easy. So then I went to the other side, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks a little odd. How the fuck am I supposed to adjust these? Fucking engineers. Today, we're doing an oil change on a bus. And not a little bus either. We're doing a big CNG bus. Alright, so I got my drain pan ready. Let's go ahead and begin. And while that's draining, we're gonna go ahead and grab our filter. You can see how much bigger they are compared to the little small buses. All right, now that that's finished draining, let's go ahead and put the drain plug back on. Got the filter loose. All right, got the filter tight. All right, got the bus back down. Let's go ahead and add oil. Alright, so I stopped at 23 quarts. Let's go ahead and double check. Added more at 26 quarts. She's good.
Alright, so I was told to inspect this Subaru Outback here. 97 Subaru Outback. Okay. Not ever once in my day have I ever seen anything like this. What? What? This is literally how you have to drive this thing. Who would do this? Why would you want to do that? This doesn't look safe at all. What? Oh boy. What? Why would you do that?
Kind.
What?
What kind of car? You said you had a sports car. That's cool, but what kind?
It was a Miata.
Oh, come on. That's not a sports car. How does that even kill a kid? What'd you hit her over the head with it?
That's a legitimate sports car.
Nope. Next.
Another life hack today on how to get frozen up lines or bolts apart. You can see how it's trying to twist that steel line. That's got a stubby guy on it right now, stubby wrench. Take your torch, put a little heat on it. You ain't got to get it cherry red or just cherry red on a part. Then you'll take some of this wax. I got it off Amazon. I think 20 bucks gets you like 4 bars. And you just let that wax melt onto it, soak it in them threads, get some back here. Just let her soak in as it cools. Same concept with the oil, but this wax seems to work a little bit better. And once you got that wax on it, start to cool down, boom. Breaks loose just like that. I'll probably put a little more wax on it and let her free up, but works good on knock sensors, frozen up bolts, just about any.
All right, guys, I don't care how ugly it is, how much of a project it is, or whether or not it runs. I just want to see the For You page just flooded with people's projects in the works.
Customer states,
I don't need new tires. Yeah, but you do.
So, customer states, keyless entry in off. Car's already got 3 miles. Scanned it. We got front passenger door, touch sensor, open circuit. For giggles, I figured why not? Let's look. Oh look, from the factory, not plugged in. Awesome. Oh.
Y'all, this guy wants brakes, brake rotors, and brake pads. That's all he wants. I want y'all to see this. That's his brake rotor, what's left of it. The other piece of it is on there. Y'all see that? Hey, somebody call Hollywood. Wonder Woman left her stuff over here, man. This is gonna be a weapon right here. Call Wonder Woman, come get this back.
When you let your son clean the yard and mow the yard, you end up with stuff like this right here. Look, that blade's stuck in that log. Look at that, stuck.
17 videos to the sound and let TikTok sync it.
Hello again from Motive Mechanical. I got a good one for you. Customer states, check exhaust where goes into driver's footwell area. Floor and center console getting really hot. Why, hello, gearbox. What are you doing there?
Differences between an automotive mechanic tools and a diesel mechanic's tools. Crescent wrench for an automotive mechanic. Crescent wrench for a diesel mechanic. 21mm wrench for an auto mechanic. 2.5 inch wrench for a diesel mechanic. Impact gun for an automotive mechanic. Impact gun for a diesel mechanic. Jack stand for an automotive mechanic. Jack stand for a diesel mechanic.
How mechanics use their brake cleaner. How mechanics use the shop's brake cleaner.
Can't get this brake drum off. Hit it with a hammer. Yeah, no, I tried the hammer, it didn't work. Hit it with a bigger hammer. I tried a bigger hammer and it still didn't work. Oh, I'll do it myself. Hit it with a hammer next time. Stupid apprentices.
Welcome to How to Piss Off Your Coworkers 101, right at 5 o'clock. First off, make sure you got your earplugs. It's safety first. 2, get yourself a water bottle or a jug or something. Take your trusty Snap-on pick. Poke it right in the center. Get her like so. Take your trusty air chuck. Just get her right there in the center. And then you just let that sucker rip.
And on today's installation of What the Fuck Were You Thinking, You Crackhead Fucking Engineer, I'd like to say, fuck you to the engineer.
Customer states, driver door will not open. I wonder why. Who did you piss off, man?
Parking lot always full because nobody knows how to pick up their cars and they think we're a storage facility. Fucking man. That one guy you always make weird noises with. Fucking mint. Toolbox always messy because everyone just throws shit all over the place. Fucking mint. That one manager that just hates his life and dreads coming to work. Fucking mint. Shop always full because we never get the right parts. Fucking mint. Owner that's never here. Fucking mint. Open up till 3 but we actually leave by 5:30. Fucking mint.
So on today's episode of How Fucked Up is Fucked Up, I work at a motorcycle shop. As such, we get bikes from all over the area, several towns over sometimes, that come in and need work. Well, we had a bike come in 2 weeks ago. Looked suspiciously like my brother's bike that was stolen. Didn't think anything of it at the time. It had already 4 months had already passed, and you know, it is what it is. So I'm looking at the bike, whatever. I have my brother come over to the shop, and he was getting a part off of my bike for his new one. And he saw the bike and instantly recognized it. I was like, that's my fucking bike. And I was like, okay, well, let's figure this out. So I had him go get his keys and the title. We matched up the VIN and the key unlocked the bike. And I was like, yep, that's your bike. So now we're waiting for the cops to arrive, and we've got the guy that brought the bike in on his way so we can find out what happens.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear this, but some people should not own vehicles. Some people shouldn't work on vehicles. Keep watching this one. It gets worse every time you watch it. This is on the road next to your wife and kids.
them cheeks, girl, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your booty hole and lick away. What?
Yeah, so I'm balancing the rear wheel of this Porsche. There's no weights anywhere on it. Check this out. It's perfect.
I was trying to figure out why my ass hurt so bad, and then I walked out and remembered the rape van's here.
2017 Yukon. Customer states engine won't start. Let's see here. Aha! That's what you use red dye when your engine won't start. Crank cam angle sensor. There we go.
This one came in requesting front brakes. Check the history in the vehicle, it's never been here. So it's always a little weird when something like this happens. Especially when the front brakes are like brand new. Maybe there's a mix-up. Maybe she meant rear. No, they're pretty much brand new too. So I had the advisor call her and ask why she thinks she needs front brakes. She was at a Firestone, and they told her that she needs front brakes. Stop being fucking money grubs. Don't do it. You're fucking around with people's livelihoods here.
Okay, that's for all my mechanics out there. Before you grab your shit to leave for the day, make sure you go in here, turn off all your ratchets. You don't want them boys dead when you come in the morning, do you?
Take one of these, and you put one of these thingies on it. You grab it and run. And you shoot!
As a mechanic, have you ever wondered what these fat, short little screwdrivers are for? I mean, come on now. The handle's so short, you can't get no leverage on it. I mean, what are you supposed to use it for? If you're asking these questions, you're probably a mechanic that wasn't raised in a backyard or by your father or your grandfather. I'm going to show you right now what these are for. What you use these for is to take these secondary jets here out of any Holley carburetor. And the reason why it's so fat, it fits in the jets perfectly, and it's short enough that it fits between the carburetor and the distributor without having to take the distributor out. I learn something new every day.
I always hear these people saying that it's impossible to drain your oil without getting any on your hands. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. Well, fuck, that ain't good.
For those of y'all that ask exactly how big is the turbo, well, this is a 1-gallon jug of windshield washer fluid you can buy at your local Advanced Auto. Just for size comparison, because I know some of y'all are going to pick at it, this is a can of Gum Out Carbon Joke Cleaner. Yeah, you can fucking read. On with it now. This is the turbo outlet hole. We'll just, goes to the intake on the motor. Now we're just going to slide this up in here, just like we did with your mom last night. And, yeah, that's how fucking big it is.
What in cousin fucking tarnation, Alabama Betty Crocker, Miss fucking Betty White shit is this? Holy shit. just like the Egyptians.
This bitch is a quick curb. I'm losing count. Yeah, it's just an oil leak. You know. I got an oil leak there. Holy fucking shit. You know, it's supposed to be on the inside of your car.
Go on.
Fucking hell! Why did it go here?
Do it. Wait.
Oh, go on! Go on!
I always hear these people saying that it's impossible to drain your oil without getting any on your hands. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. Well, fuck, that ain't good.
For those of y'all that ask exactly how big is the turbo, well, this is a 1 gallon jug of windshield washer fluid you can buy at your local Advanced Auto. Just for size comparison, because I know some of y'all are going to pick at it, this is a can of Gum Out Carbon Jolt Cleaner. Yeah, you can fucking read. On with it now. This is the turbo outlet hole. We'll just, goes to the intake on the motor. Now we're just going to slide this up in here, just like we did with your mom last night. And, yeah, that's how fucking big it is.
Alright guys, new challenge. You got to get a 1/2 inch impact and a 1/2 inch wrench. You put her on like this. You hold the end of it, and you fucking let her rip. When your boss comes out, you tell him someone else did.
I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes boo boo boo.
Oh, rust and smoke, the heater's broke, the door just blew away. I light a match, see the dash, and then I start to pray. Frame is bent, the muffler went, the radio, it's okay. Oh, what fun it is to drive this rusty Chevrolet. I went to the IKEA to get some Christmas cheer. I just passed up my left front tire and it's getting hard to steer. Speeding down the highway, right past the Nagani cops. I had to drag my swampers to get the car to stop. Oh, rust and smoke, the heater's broke.
Customer states steering is loose and he thinks that his bushings are bad. Yeah, I think you're right there, bud.
Customer states it needs back axle bushings. No, it fucking doesn't.
That's not how you lift a car, dude. That's not how you lift a car. How you gonna lift it? You gonna hit the fucking headliner? You know how many times I've done this shit, man? How many years have you been doing this, dude? For real? How many fucking years have you been doing this?
6
You've
months.
lifted cars like this before?
2 months.
For real? Yeah, what do you want me to tell you? You fucking lying, bitch. You said you've been doing this for fucking 7 years on your application. Alright, I'm fuck out of here, dude.
Customer states he has an oxygen sensor code. Well, this is what I pulled out with all the wires cut. Wonder why he's got that code.
Just pulled it in the shop. Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. I already tightened this one. Yeah. Someone done fucked up.
Spot 3.9. If your steering wheel vibrates a lot at high speeds, it might be time for some new tie rods. First, grab the safety plate, line it up with the steering rack, screw on the inner tie rod hand snug, grab your inner tie rod tool, and pick the attachment that sits flush on the flat section. Now slide on the rest of the tool, stick a torque wrench on the end, and torque it down. Next, grab some grease, rub it into the joint, just like that. Slide on the dust shield, secure it with the metal clamps. Alright, that looks good. Now screw on the locking nut, and also the new outer tie rod. The same number of rotations it took to get it off. 21, 22, nice. Finally pop it into the knuckle, like so. Screw on the castle nut, slide in the cotter pin, and bend it back, looking good. And then just snug up the locking nut. Oof.
Got a motor in today. Customer states, no start. I don't think it's flooding.
I should call her.
No! 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 No!
Uh-oh.
Customer says blown out tire.
Customer states he feels lucky to be alive.
You know you're a good mechanic when you have one more bolt left over than when you took it apart. You just did it better than the manufacturer, bud.
I love this van.
Customer states, okay, that the radio don't work. Let's check it. Oh.
Customer states, I have a leaking gas tank.
Customer states steering is a little loose. Gee, I wonder why.
Dude, can you just show us again real quick what this is? What is that? What is that? What?
Oh my. You know me. Over the years, I've worked myself up from nothing to extreme poverty. So, you know, I'm always on the hunt for a bit of free and easy cash. You know, a couple of Kevin 07 flat screen dollars if you catch my drift. But, you know, the government isn't always handing shit out. So sometimes, got to take matters into my own hands, you know? Yeah, I've been a mechanic on the side for a couple of weeks now, and so far it's been a piece of piss, mate. I mean, I've pretty much just been dunking cars into greaser and tyre shine and sending them back out on their way for the last 2 weeks now, and so far no one's better than I. Haven't even received a single complaint yet, which is pretty good. Yeah, mate, she's a fucking dream gig, this one. Best bit, the pay to actual effort required ratio, fucking astronomical. I mean, the work required, absolutely zero, but the pay, through the fucking roof. I mean, it's pretty much like Centrelink, but with little rolly chairs. Yeah, my go-to setting up the old workshop radio under the car, playing a couple of ugga-duggas, couple of spanner sounds, sliding on under the cunt, and just having a fucking kip. I mean, it's the perfect plan. I've even got a fail-safe if some cunt catches me in the act. Bet you thought I was awake, didn't you, cunt? Best bit is, half the cunts coming in don't know the first thing about fucking cars. So I can make up whatever the fuck I want and just slap the cunt on the invoice. I don't know how many fucking flux capacitors I've charged cunts for in this town, but holy fuck, it's got to be in the triple digits.
$800? You're just supposed to be doing a service.
Yeah, see what happened, mate, was found out that you're actually missing a very important wiring harness. Looks a little bit something like this. Actually, this is it. Yeah, even though I do fuck all, the boss still loves me. Because every time I work on a car, I always end up with a big box of fucking spare bolts that we can use in the future, you know? Keeping costs low. Yeah, so we filled it up for you, put all new indicator fluid in it, put some new fucking oil in it, and I even put a little fucking tree in there for you.
Customer states, might need brake pads.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
When someone goes in for a fluid check and you found out that the brake fluid is black.
Customer states, just fix a flat and do a wheel alignment. I don't need anything else. Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, here you go. Yay! That's pretty tame.
Hey, you guys want to see something cool? This is this really neat system from a company called AL Priority. It markets itself as a parking device, so it'll beep before you hit a wall or whatever. But the cool thing about this is that when you strategically mount them in the bumper, not only is this a fully functional radar detector, but it also is an anti-laser device. So when you're getting hit with a laser reader, it jams the signal. Pretty sweet.
Explain part 7. Whenever you're installing a new suspension component and you notice one of these bad boys, you have to grease it up. First screw on the grease fitting, just like that. Then after you install the part, grab your grease gun, unscrew the top, pull the plunger out all the way, then grab the grease tube, pop off the plastic top, stick it in with that side down, pop the other side like a Coke, fully remove it. Now screw on the cap to where it's just a little bit loose. Finally press these two things at the same time, snug up the cap, couple pumps to test it, and there we go. Now grab the attachment, slip it on the grease fitting, push the handle to lock it in place, then keep pumping it up until the boot becomes nice and plumb.
That thing bleeding to the, you know what I mean?
Walkie slash.
Alright, so since a lot of people still don't know this, here's the best way to remove wheel locks when you don't have the key. No, you don't need a wheel lock removal set. You just need a 12-point socket. You can see this one's pretty mangled up because I've used it dozens of times. Find one that fits on the wheel lock and won't turn too much. It might turn a little bit, but here you go. You just hammer that shit all the way on there. And once you've done that, get your impact, your half-inch impact, stick it on there, and it will bite into the wheel lock and turn it off. This has worked for me every single time, and it's never failed. And okay, I'll also show you how to get the wheel lock out of the socket, because I'm sure you're wondering. Put it in a vise, get your air hammer with a attachment that'll fit down in there, and just yeet.
You know you're a good mechanic when you have one more bolt left over than when you took it apart. You just did it better than the manufacturer, bud.
I love this van.
Here? That is an annoying amount of rust to a West Coast mechanic.
Well, over here in Ohio, this is an older truck and my buddy's drive shaft fell out. That bolt stripped off last night in the middle of the road because the bracket that goes there rusted out.
Customer states there's an exhaust rattle. How about your hub? On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up. That's fucked up. And that's fucked up.
Customer states check engine light on. My check engine light would be on too if I was missing a whole drive shaft. What the fuck, man?
So when you had your timing belt replaced and maybe they left the cover off, and then maybe a rodent gets in there. Let's extract him. Nope. What do we got there?
That's what's left of him.
That's what's left of him after he got run through the timing belt and knocked the timing off.
Almost looks like a squirrel.
Well, rest in pieces, buddy. Oh man, this poor little bastard. Looks like he got meat grindered by the crankshaft tone ring. Look at that. He just... Mmm, tasty.
I don't know about you guys, but I think something just might be missing, you know? Just maybe, I don't know, it might just be me, you know? Something might just be missing.
I may not be a smart man, but I know something's fucked up when I see it.
Is he in line? Shut the fuck up.
Alright. Customer states that there's a loud noise coming from the engine. I'd say.
So customer states, got a rattle in their vehicle. This is where my tech's at right now. Hey, think we found it. Hey!
So customer states, autopilot made a funny noise. Little noise.
On a very special customer states, service advisor. Customer states, I hit something in the middle of the road. Check and advise. That's his front bumper. We come over here, I've already got most of it disassembled. I think he's missing something. Something that helps it goes choo 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 choo. The intercooler's gone, my man. Hell yeah. That poor radiator. Hell yeah. But man, we gonna get you fixed up, bro.
Nothing all day, and I'll be taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way.
You'll like this one. Customer states tyre pressure monitor light came on and noise whilst driving. Let's have a look. Wonder why his tyre pressure monitor light was on.